Dear students, today we are going to discuss the new topic, that is applications of derivatives. So let us see now. This is fourth topic. Now in this topic, we will study the meaning of derivatives, then increasing and decreasing functions, maxima and minima, and last one is application of derivatives to economics. So these are the some applications that we will study in this topic. Okay, so let us begin. So first of all, we will discuss our first point, that is meaning of derivative, means geometrical meaning of derivative. So let us see here. It is given that suppose let y is equal to f of x be a continuous function of x, and it represents a curve in xy plane. Suppose this is the curve, that is y is equal to f of x on the coordinate axis system, and on this curve, because this y is equal to f of x is continuous function, so the curve is continuous, and on that curve, suppose if you consider the point P and if you consider the point Q as shown in this figure, where position of point P is means x coordinate is a, and for Q x coordinate is a plus h. Here it is shown on the x axis, it is shown that coordinate of point a coordinate of point P is a, and x coordinate of point Q is a plus h. So see this figure carefully. Now we will discuss the meaning of the derivative. Okay. So here, see here, consider that P, point P, a comma f of a comma f of a means if x coordinate is a, then y coordinate will be f of a, because y is equal to f of x is our function. Similarly, if the point Q is a plus h, then its y coordinate will be f of a plus h. So that's why it is written here that let P a comma f of a and Q a plus h comma f of a plus h. So you know the points on the curve now. So be 2 points on the curve. Now if you join the points P and Q, then what will you get? See here, we get the slope of the chord PQ. So PQ will be a chord for this curve, and what will be the slope of chord PQ? As you know that any 2 points on the line are given to you, then how to find out the slope of that line? Okay, so if you know the 2 points, then we know that slope is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, means difference between y coordinate upon difference between x coordinate for the given curve. So that's why the slope of the chord PQ here in this case, it will be f of a plus h minus f of a upon h. So that's why it is given here. Okay. Now suppose that the point Q move along the curve such that Q tends to P. See this carefully. If you move that point Q to the point P, that means it is written as Q tends to P, then the second PQ, that second PQ approaches the tangent at P as h tends to 0, means Q move towards P, that means h tends to 0. Then in this case what will happen here? So it is written as limit Q tends to P, slope of second PQ, or you can say slope of chord PQ is equal to, you will get limit h tends to 0. See, when Q tends to P, that means h tends to 0. So limit h tends to 0, f of a plus h minus f of a upon h. Okay, so see this step carefully. Geometrically, when we move the point Q towards point P, then we have to write limit Q tends to P of the slope of second PQ, means by above you will have to write limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h minus f of a upon h, where f of a plus h minus f of a upon h is nothing but the slope of chord PQ, and we have taken the limit h tends to 0 on it. Now, if you observe this carefully, that figure, then when limit q tends to p, that chord becomes a tangent at point P. See the geometrical part. So slope of secant PQ, whenever you take limit q tends to P, it will become slope of tangent at P. Means P and Q, both the points come together, and you will get the slope of tangent at point P is equal to, now if you observe this expression, that is limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h minus f of a upon h, then it is nothing but f dash of a, means derivative of the function at point x is equal to a, that is f dash of a, if limit exists. Okay, so what is our conclusion? Thus the derivative of a function y is equal to f of x at any point P a comma b is called as the slope of the tangent at the point P on the curve. So that's why you can compare the derivative with the geometrical application, that slope of the tangent at P is nothing but f dash of a, that is called as derivative at that point. Okay, so now onwards you always remember that the derivative means the slope of the tangent at a given point. Okay, now the slope of the tangent at any point P is also called as gradient. So remember this word also, that is slope of the tangent means gradient of the curve y is equal to f of x at a point P, and it is denoted by f dash a, or you can write dy by dx at point P. See, it is shown here. Now there is another concept, that is normal. Normal is a line perpendicular to the tangent passing through the point of tangency. Now you know the point of contact of the tangent, and normal is always perpendicular to the tangent. Now how will you get the slope of normal? If you have the slope of tangent, then slope of the normal is the negative reciprocal of slope of tangent, because we know that product of slopes of perpendicular lines is equal to -1. So as tangent and normal are perpendicular to each other, so if you have the slope of tangent as f dash a, then slope of the normal will be -1 upon f dash a, or you can write -1 upon dy by dx at point P. See, here it is written. Okay, so you just remember this. So what we have to remember now? So hence, how will you get the equation of the tangent? Now if you have the slope of the tangent at point P a comma b, and one point is also given to you, then by slope point form you will get the equation of tangent. So it is given by y minus b is equal to f dash a into bracket x minus a. F dash a is slope of the tangent at point a or at point P. Okay. Similarly, the equation of normal can be found by using slope point form. It is given here. It will be y minus b is equal to -1 upon f dash a into x minus a, where -1 upon f dash a is the slope of normal, because slope of the tangent is f dash a. Now on the basis of this, we will solve our first exercise, means how to get the equation of tangent and normal to the given curve at a given point. So let us see the exercise given in your textbook. Today in this lecture we will solve some examples related to that exercise. Okay, so let us see. This is our exercise number 4.1. In that there are 3 questions. Today we will solve question number 1, that is find the equation of tangent and normal to the curve at the given points on it. And first curve is given y is equal to 3x square minus x plus 1 at point 1 comma 3. Similarly, second one is given 2x square plus 3y square is equal to 5 at point 1 comma 1. And last one is given x square plus y square plus xy is equal to 3 at 1 comma 1. Okay, here the equations of curve are given to you, and we have to find out the equation of tangent and normal to the curve at a given point. So you will get the clear idea about it if you solve these three questions. Today we will solve these two questions first, means two equations of tangent and normal. Okay, so let us see. Now question number 1, that is find the equation of tangent and normal to the curve at the given points on it. Now first example is y is equal to 3x square minus x plus 1 at point 1 comma 3. Now let us see how will you get the answer here. So in answer, first of all I will write the given part. Now given that the equation of curve is y is equal to 3x square minus x plus 1. Now see the procedure completely. Now we have to differentiate this with respect to x. So first of all you have to differentiate the given function with respect to x. Now what will you get here? You will get dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to, now see here, 3x square. 3 as it is, derivative of x square is 2x. So 3 into 2x, that is 6x, minus here derivative of x is 1. Now as per the geometrical meaning of the derivative, this dy by dx is nothing but the slope of the tangent at any point. So I will write here, this is the slope of tangent at any point. Okay, always remember, whenever you take the first order derivative of the given function, then you will get the slope of the tangent at any point. Now point is given to you. Now given is point, suppose you can write point P 1 comma 3 is given to you. Now what is the slope of the tangent at point 1 comma 3? So you can mention like this, dy by dx at P 1 comma 3, that is equal to, now here it is 6x minus 1. You put the value of x as 1 and value of y as 3 in that 6x minus 1. So here it is only x, that's why we will put the value of x as 1 minus 1. That's why you will get, this is 6 minus 1, that is equal to 5. So this is nothing but the slope of the tangent at point 1 comma 3 to this curve. So remember, this is the slope of the tangent. Now simultaneously we will find out the slope of normal also, as we know that normal is perpendicular to the tangent. So as I will write here in detail, as normal is perpendicular to the tangent, hence we will get the slope of normal. Now slope of normal is the negative reciprocal of this slope of tangent. Now this is 5, so you have to write minus 1 upon 5 as the slope of normal. So our main part is completed, how to get the slope of tangent as well as normal. Now let us find out the equation of tangent as well as equation of normal. Now first of all we will find out the equation of tangent. Okay, now by using slope point form we will get the equation of tangent. So here it is y minus y1. y1 means y coordinate of point P. Here it is 3 is equal to m. m means slope into x minus x1. x1 means x coordinate of point P. So this is by slope point form. Now rearrange this equation in the general form. So y minus 3 is equal to, this is 5x minus 5. Now always write the equation of tangent in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So how will you write this? See, it will be 5x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of tangent at a given point. Okay, 5x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. Similarly, you will find out the equation of normal. So equation of normal. So let us see again by slope point form. We will write y minus 3 is equal to, just we have to write the slope as minus 1 upon 5 into x minus 1. Okay, point is same 1 comma 3. Now modify this, multiply by 5 both sides, you will get 5y minus 15 is equal to, here you multiply by minus 1 because 5 will get cancelled, so minus x plus 1. Now you can write this equation as x plus 5y minus 16 is equal to 0. Check this, you will get the equation of normal like this. So this is the procedure how to get the equation of tangent as well as equation of normal, because you must know the meaning of the derivative, that the derivative means the slope of the tangent at any point to that curve. So just you take the given point and find out the slope of the tangent at that point. Simultaneously, as normal is perpendicular to the tangent, you have to find out the slope of the normal also, and then by using slope point form you will get the equation of tangent and normal. Okay, so this is very important question. Okay, now we will solve another question related to this concept. So let us see. Now see here, the curve is given 2x square plus 3y square is equal to 5, and we have to find out the equation of tangent and normal at point 1 comma 1. Okay, so let us see now how will you write the answer. First of all, take the curve, that is 2x square plus 3y square is equal to 1. Sorry, is equal to 5. Now differentiate this with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x, both sides. Now take the derivative of 2x square. 2 as it is, derivative of x square is 2x, so we get 4x plus. Now here we have to take the derivative of 3y square. 3 as it is, and derivative of y square will be 2y dy by dx. So that's why it is 3 times 2y dy by dx. So it is 6y dy by dx. Check this. It is equal to, on the right hand side it is only constant 5, so derivative is 0. Now here in this case we require dy by dx first. So for that I will write 6y dy by dx is equal to minus 4x, and hence we get dy by dx is equal to minus 4x upon 6y, and after simplification you will get minus 2x upon 3y. Now this dy by dx is called as slope of tangent at any point. Okay, this is the meaning of the derivative. So it is minus 2x upon 3y. Now we require the slope at point 1 comma 1. So at 1 comma 1, what is the slope? So dy by dx at 1 comma 1 means we have to put the value of x as 1 and value of y as 1 in the slope. So here it is 2 into minus 2 into 1 upon 3 into 1. Value of x is 1, value of y is 1. So in short, you will get minus 2 by 3 as the slope of the tangent at point 1 comma 1. So simultaneously you have to find out the slope of normal also. So as this is the slope of the tangent, that is minus 2 by 3. So slope of the normal will be the negative reciprocal of this. So negative reciprocal means this is negative, you have to write positive. So it will be 3 by 2. So this is the slope of normal. Okay. Now by using slope point form, we have to find out the equation of normal and tangent. Okay. So first of all, we will find out the equation of tangent. So equation of tangent is, by using slope point form, point is 1 comma 1 and slope is minus 2 by 3. So y minus 1 is equal to m. M means slope, that is minus 2 by 3 into x minus 1. So see here carefully. Now rearrange this equation. First of all, we will multiply both sides by 3. Hence we get 3y minus 3 is equal to, now here it is minus 2, 3 will get cancelled. Minus 2 into x is minus 2x. Minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. Okay. Now rearrange this equation in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So take this term here. So you will get 2x plus 3y minus 5 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of tangent. See this carefully. Okay. Similarly, you have to find out the equation of normal. So hence the equation of normal, by using slope point form, here it is y minus 1 is equal to, slope is 3 by 2 into x minus 1. Now multiply both sides by 2, you will get 2y minus 2 is equal to, here you will multiply by 3. So 3x minus 3. Now if you rearrange this, then you will get 3x minus 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of normal to that curve at point 1 comma 1. So see how will you get the equation of tangent and normal, by using the meaning of the derivative. Okay, so this is our first application from this topic. So let us see this carefully. Okay. Now try yourself question number 1 and in that third example. Okay. Thank you.